If you can't do a pull-up, don't start with pull-ups. I know that might sound backwards. Repeatedly attempting pull-ups might not be the best way to build up the strength that you need. Instead, we're gonna break the pull-up into 5 steps. Each exercise will train a different part of the movement until eventually you're strong enough to put everything together. Let's get into it. First, let's understand why the pull-up is so difficult. You're trying to pull your entire body weight using your back, shoulders, arms, and grip. So if you're currently at 0 reps at the moment, it doesn't mean that you are bad at pull-ups. It means your body just doesn't have enough strength and coordination for this particular movement yet. And that's what we're going to build. Step 1 is the dead hang. This is where I would start if you currently cannot do a pull-up. First, because your grip strength might be one of the first things to give up during a pull-up. So before we worry about doing more pull-ups, we need to make sure that you can comfortably hold on to the bar. And here's how you're gonna do it. Now grab the bar around shoulder width apart with your hands. Once you're holding onto that bar, step off the box and let your arms straighten out. Keep your body as still as you can and just simply hang. Start with however long you can hold yourself for. That might be 5 or 10 seconds, and that's completely fine. Now, if supporting your body weight is too difficult at this stage, what you can do is you can put your feet on the box or onto the floor and let your legs support some of your weight. As you get stronger over time, gradually put less weight through your feet and then eventually take your feet off. Now, once you can comfortably hold yourself for 30 seconds, you have built a strong foundation for the next step. Exercise number 2 is going to teach you how to initiate your scapular muscles to do the pull-up. And that is the scapular pull-up. One of the biggest mistakes that beginners make is trying to pull themselves up using mainly their arms. But a good pull-up requires your back, your shoulders, and your arms to work all together to complete the movement. The scapular pull-up is going to teach you how to engage your shoulder blade muscles. Now, without bending your elbows, here's what you're gonna do. You're going to pull your shoulders down and slightly back. You're gonna try to bring your shoulder blades towards your spine. Your body should only rise just a couple centimeters here. Hold for up to 5 seconds if you can, and then relax back into that dead hang position. That is 1 rep. So exercise number 3 will be the assisted pull-ups. And this is getting really exciting because now we're actually practicing the pull-up movement itself, but we're gonna make it easier. And this is important because eventually we need to learn the full pull-up movement. The goal here is to learn the movement pattern and reducing the difficulty. And we're going to use a resistance band to help us out. Now, resistance bands are really good because they come in different thickness. The thicker they are, the more assistance you are going to get. So pick the one that is suitable for you at the moment. Loop the resistance band around the pull-up bar. Place your feet into the band and now drive your elbow down towards your side. Pull your chest towards the bar, bring your chin above the bar, and then slowly lower yourself back down to that starting position. So if this is too difficult for you, use a thicker resistance band. And when it becomes easier, try to use a thinner resistance band to decrease the amount of support that you are getting. The trick here is to not let the band and your legs to do all of the work. The goal here is to use your legs as assistance and try to pull yourself up as much as possible through your arms and your back. The 4th exercise is the negative pull-up. Now here's why this works. During a pull-up, you have to produce enough force to pull your entire body weight. And if you're a beginner, that's often the hardest part, the strength. However, the good news is that generally your muscles, they can tolerate more load in an eccentric contraction. So when your muscles are lengthening, rather than the concentric contraction phase. So we are going to do the exact opposite of a pull-up. Instead of pulling ourselves up to the bar, we're going to start at the top and we're going to lower ourselves back to the starting position. This is going to create mechanical tension in the muscles, which will allow it to get stronger over time. This is how you're going to do it. You're going to get into a box and we're going to start off with our chin above the bar if you can. Now take your feet off the box or the floor and slowly lower yourself down into the pull-up starting position. Try to make this descent at least 3 to 5 seconds if you can. Then put your feet back on the box or on the floor and repeat. So you're gonna train your arms, your shoulders, and your back with this movement. And more importantly, it is teaching your nervous system how to control your body through the pull-up movement. Now, if you can't control the descent for at least 3 seconds, then do it for as long as you can. something is better than nothing. Then gradually over time, work towards 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and 5 seconds. So now it's time to put everything together. If you've been practicing the previous progressions, it's time to start testing the real movement, the actual pull-up. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you need to practice this skill to become better at it. The progressions that we've talked about builds the qualities that you need to make it happen, but eventually your body needs to learn how to combine them all. Now, if you try this and you barely moved, that is completely okay. That's feedback for you. Go back to your assisted pull-ups, negative pull-ups, scapular pull-ups, and dead hangs. Build more strength, build more control, teach your nervous system that this is the movement pattern that you want to get better at. And then over time, test again here and there. Okay, so here's how I would structure your progress. Focus on these movements and the reps here and the sets. So if you are a beginner, I would start off with 2 to 3 pull-up sessions a week. You don't need anything more than that. You got to remember that your muscles, your tendons, and your nervous system, they need time to rest and recover. That will allow them to adapt to get stronger over time. Because if you continuously train 5, 6, 7 days a week, there's no chance for those systems to rest, and you're just going to increase the risk of getting an injury, which is going to delay your progress and leave you sitting on the sideline. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you to get your first pull-up or work your way towards that 5 reps range. And as always, leave any comments if you have any opinions or your thoughts. If you like this video, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Remember to move stronger and live better.